Check. 1, 2, and 2. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Are you ready for fantastic Freaky Friday fun, baby? Alliterations all over the place. I love you all. I'm so happy to be alive. Today is a beautiful day. I breathe in the beautiful air. I'm going to drink that wonderful lemon water in my Crypto Lifer jar. I do have jars coming. I know people want to have the jar, remind them of life, remind them of drinking that lemon water. They want that Crypto Lifer jar. We're making them. We're getting them done. They're going to be out, ready for sale. I'm telling you right now. I think I'm making like 3 or 4 like super unique NFTs, something like that. Hold on. I hear myself in the background. I think I'm making like Where am I? Right. Wow, that's clear camera action, huh? You guys can see like all my skin issues. That's great. Shout out to each and everyone. I need a makeup artist now, right? Bring that light down, man. Too much light. I'm sweating too because I just got out of a hot shower, and it's like I wanted to put a suit and tie on today, but I just couldn't. It's too hot. And I didn't do the cold shower. Usually I do the cold shower after. Just wasn't thinking. Running around. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's get out of here. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. But I love you all. Thank you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. If you're in the trading group, we already hit a trade today, if you can believe that. And yeah, we have the timestamp to prove it. And, you know, we're not here to play games. We're not here to bait and switch. We're here to show you the real deal every single day. So let's get to that. Danny, roll it, man. Hit that live screen. Let's get it moving. Thank you, Danny. So much nice of you to do that. Appreciate each and every one of you. Again, not financial advice here. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice, okay? This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any coin project or trade, all right? Let me make that real clear, real fast, you know? Shout out to each and every one of you. Can we boom up a little bit on the audio? There we go. Damn, that pig is sharp, bro. Crispy like bacon, baby. Danny, please roll the beautiful bean footage. Danny, roll that beautiful bean footage. And there's the dog with the bean. You know the dog with the bean. I know exactly what commercial you're talking about. I love you, man. You're awesome. Rodney, man. Me and you are like peanut butter and jelly, baby. Me and you are like peanut butter and bananas, man. Danny is the man. Yo, you want to hear flow from the top of the dome when you're alone? Need to know what's up in the markets, bro. You got to go the Lifer channel. We get the knowledge. Thirst quenched. Honey, lemon, water. Good morning, man. Drenched. I'm trading all day. Show me the money. Did somebody say bacon? So anyway, you're in my trading group. You wake up in the morning. You pay the $99. You're like, what do I get? What's the point? Why am I paying $99? Well, because it's 7:46 in the morning. You got an altcoin idea update. At 7:42, I was showing you OMG and just taking you through it. Then I actually gave you a glimmer trade, and I actually showed you my mentality of how I go through trades and why. I juxtaposed 2 different time areas. Just been working since 7 in the morning. You know, showed you the green. We got KOK, which you want to say. I know what you want to say, but you can't. You got to say KOK, but it's funny, right? We've had some jokes about that, but 39% on. Anyway, and then Bitcoin market update. In the Bitcoin market update, we were back here like so. And I basically kind of said, maybe we make this right shoulder, come on out. Do we pump out of this? We've been a little further, but we had this falling wedge. And what I did is I took this here and I said, there's my measured move. Simple as that. From wick to wick, swing up here. And I said, the 15-minute is low. It's highly likely we get a trade to the measured move. That was given at 7:28 in the morning. It has now been almost 3 hours. And look at this. You'd been in the money. We went exactly to my target twice now. Once there, bounce back. Second time again. Now I'm going to reassess the situation and see if I see another trade. But this morning I did see that trade. It was an inverted head and shoulder that broke to the upside or a falling wedge that made the measured move. It was confluence with the dual pattern system inside. Also, if you zoom out to boom out, you can see that this was clearly resistance. I love to long resistance. Also, the 4 hour is in your favor with a move to the upside. You're supposed to long the 4 hour. That's what it is. When the 4 hour is this low, that's a long for me. This would have been a good trade. 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 These were all, that was a nice swing too. These were all times below the dotted line on the stochastics. If you do the same thing over and over again, you gain an edge. However, you don't just buy when the Stokes are low, right? Buy when the Stokes are low and the RSI is low gives you an even better situation. RSI is low, and I'll show you something else. I like to put the RSI in bullish patterns. It's making a wedge. Looks like it wants to break to the upside. I'm actually going to do something else. I'm going to add an indicator here, the RSI, but I want to see the medium line inside there. And you can see right now, we break above that line. We're gone, baby. We're gone. We get rejected. right? So you want to see the RSI break through. We're right here too. Look, a breakthrough. We're right here, a breakthrough. Right here, a breakthrough. Look, uncannily, these were all coinciding with the exact area of hitting resistance and even the stochastics being at their pull point. All right, so I'm calling a long for Bitcoin right now, right, for the next few days. I called a long earlier, but, you know, I'm still in that long. There's really no reason. I mean, if you could swing trade it, but the 4 hours suggest that this long is going to continue to the upside. We may even break out of the pattern. Let me show you. I know I have a lot of work here. It's a little messy. I'm going to delete all my previous stuff here. Isn't that crazy? We went exactly to the measured move. Like, if you look at the 15-minute, like, that's exactly where we wicked to. And the 200-day moving average. You'll find the 200-day moving average tends to be a suppression of price or a bounce. Look how we bounced here. You see how traders will use it as support and resistance all day long. See the bouncing, bounce, almost bounce, 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 fall through. It's going to be resistance now. See that? It's still resistance till you get back above it. So the 15-minute needs to remain above the 200. You see us get above the 200? That's also a catalyst for a move to the upside. So what do you say now? Well, the 15-minute is overbought, isn't it? Probably. And there's a bit of an M here, sideways M. So I'll show you a new chart. I'm keeping this chart because I love that chart. That chart's got all my juiciness in there. But I'll show you the all-time history index here. And this is what I was showing on BitBoy yesterday. I have to work so hard because when I go on BitBoy, I got to prepare a bunch of charts, get it ready. But then I have charts for my trading group. Then I got my own charts. It's insanity. This could be a giant double bottom here. And I got something to show you on the yield curve. We have some extra charts to show you today that we haven't always showed. Also, we have some news about JP Morgan. Is JP Morgan getting bullish on Bitcoin? This is quite interesting. Is JP Morgan getting bullish on Bitcoin? You know, look out for the 30-minute bearish divergence, Bitcoin and ETH, Saber. And it's just 30 minutes. Stochastics low with the RSI oversold and dem hidden divs. Gonna make guaranteed wins. My man, CJ Baker, my man. Nothing's guaranteed, but it's pretty dang close. I'm reaping that one too. Playing that support on Bitcoin 3L. My man. Dude, I took those trades without looking at the post. That's how connected I am with the lifer. Insanity. Hey, man. That's because you should know the trading system. You should be in the mode with me. I literally slept on the Bitcoin move today. Slept until 5:30. Not a good look. No worries, man. 5:30 in the morning? Can we look at DOT, AVAX, SOL, and OKB? Wow, 4 asks without a super chat? Not happening. 30-minute bearish divergence, Bitcoin and ETH. We'll take a look at that. But it's 30-minute bearish. I mean, it will only give you a reversal down to support, you know? You want to hear? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So wait, I was right then. I said XRP rally in June or July. If Bitcoin rally, XRP and the other ISO 2020 coins will also. And HBAR is going to pop off $3 to $7. I am certain. I love when people say they're certain. It's great. I'm guaranteeing Bitcoin. No, you don't do that. If you're here now, you know you're here. If you're here now, then you know you're here. There's an E at the end of that, no? If you're her now, come on, guys. Help me out. Help me out a little bit. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on and let's keep it moving into Bitcoin. So what do I see happening for Bitcoin on the daily? Well, the daily wants to roll over on us. Like I keep saying that. But you know what? Just like, you know, when I trade, I have a certain style. My style is based on predictions. I almost couldn't even air. I need a blank page to do this. I'll go to total 2 because I never use total 2. So check this out. When I'm trading, price goes up, price goes down. Price goes up, but then sometimes it will go sideways and then go up. Sometimes it'll go up, down, down, and then it will go sideways and then go down. Okay? Now, watch for a second. Watch this. We're going to shrink this for a second. Now, the stochastics never change. They're like the constant. They go up and down no matter what. So how I learned how to trade is I watch the stochastics reset to the downside. And when we get here and we're high, I project a pattern. What will happen, I've done this like 1,000 times now, and it's worked. So that's how I know it works, because I've done it over and over again. I've done it live, and that's how I'm able to do what I do. It's these projections, because what will happen is you either start to fall out of this and you'll come down and the stochastics will take the price down and you'll be like, okay. And then up and down, up and down. But it'll go sideways, 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 and this comes down. And that's bullish because the stochastics reset, but the price doesn't. And it holds. And then you know that you have support. It basically shows you that support is holding. So by using stochastics with projection theories and support and resistance, I'm like stone cold 80, 90% accurate with my Bitcoin calls. Because it makes sense to me. Why? Because the probability is so obvious once you break it down in this way, because you don't make the move until you have to. See, this pinpoints the actual entry. This makes you know, okay, I wait. Because nobody knows when to enter. That's the problem. That's the problem. You have to find out when you like to enter. And I figured out my system. It's with the 15 and the 1 hour and when I'm falling through, and I go through my projections. And if that all plays out, I'm ready to go. So all my trades, I have to be at least 20 minutes ahead of. If it's a 4 hour, sometimes 16 hours. If it's a daily, 12, 13 hours. Look, I've been talking about this daily chart for 2-3 days now, and I've been honing in on it. So when that trade, if that short does play out, like we've been planning the short for freaking a week now. You see what I'm saying? So when you make the trade is not when you make the trade. You make the trade. The trade is basically, making the trade isn't the trade. The trade happens like multiple times. It's all, the preparation is the trade, is what I'm saying. Shout out to everybody here. 379 people on this beautiful Friday. Maybe I have less people because it's Memorial Day weekend. People taking the day off, having fun with their kids. My daughter is out of school. Want to take the kids to the zoo or something, to do something fun if we can. But 169 likes, 381 people on the live. Just not going to cut it for the Lifer crew. We got to get those likes up to the watchers. We're competing with big channels now. We're up there. We got to get up there, man. Come on. Show us that respect. Show us the love, everybody. Call yourself a lifer. If you call yourself a lifer, you pay your respects to me. I'm saying you hit that like button. Come on. If I showed up to your house, I would take my hat off and my shoes. I would do the right thing. I would pay my respects to you. Okay? Hands down. So just, do the right thing by me. I'll do the right thing by you. I appreciate it. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. And get your lemon water going and drink that water, baby, and get motivated. You only have one life to live, and this is it here. It is not a dry run, my dad used to say. You're not going to get another one. This is it. This is it. Make it the best. Today is the best day of your life. Right now, be in the present moment. Don't worry about what you did yesterday. Don't worry about your losses. Don't worry about what you're going to do. Worry about what you are in right now, the present moment and time. All you can control is how you feel at the very moment in time. If you keep controlling that moment, it becomes the long, you become a content person, happy in your ways. So stay in that zone, stay motivated, stay happy. And if you're having problems, if you're negative, you can't get out of your way. People message me, I'm depressed, I'm feeling suicidal, I'm down. If you're feeling that way, you got to start working out. Working out creates endorphins, which fight back negative thoughts and feelings, which will make you feel better about yourself, which will start the journey out of depression. Most people who are depressed, if they just got a workout, that's the first step out of depression, is to move the body, work out. I worked out this morning. I feel good. I really do. I got 6-pack abs. I feel it. I'm not fat. I'm 40 years old, and I'm in the best shape of my entire life. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. If you're living your best life, let me get a like, baby. Let me get a thumbs up. Let me get a 333 in the comment section. If you know you're taking care of your mind, spirit, and body, if you have a good connection with God, good connection with the world, and you don't have to be a connection with God, whatever makes you happy. I have a connection with God. It makes me happy. You know why? Because I believe that at the end of the day, I will answer for my good and bad deeds. There will be some type of feeling on that. And so I would like to be a good person in the long run, right? Shout out to the lemon water. Shout out to the honey. Be well, honey, out of Manquan Street, 54 Manquan Street, Pembroke, Mass. Be well. Have your honey every single day. And you guys are going to watch me drink this whole jar. My family has their own jar upstairs. This is strictly the show jar. Only the show. Honey is antiviral properties. It's very, very good for you. I'm also taking this pill here. This is magnesium. It's called mallet. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not going to be a nutritionist here, but anyway, let's take a look at Bitcoin on another chart here, the KuCoin chart. And let's clear it off and let's see what we see for the day. Actually, let's undo that because I just want to see. We called this dump down, that's crazy, but see that? Had this triangle, the dump down. We faked out, broke back in. We might be doing this, fake out, break back down. Some things to think about. So we're trying to make some money today. Where do I see? The RSI is super low. So forget the stochastics. Let's backtest that. RSI super low, stochastics high. What happens? We do dip a little bit, but we're close to the bottom. So we might dip a little bit, but we're close to the bottom. We could be somewhere right here. See this? Look at that. I'll take a fractal because they look somewhat similar. Haven't done a lot of fractals lately. I used to do fractals all day long, right? And fractals are kind of arbitrary. You can learn from them, but you can't hone it, and they can't be guaranteed. But we could be doing something like this. I do see more downside. That would take us to 25,000. That would really shake the rock, What I hope is more people capitulate quicker. I want to see people more scared at 23 so we don't have to go to 17. You know what I mean? Anyway, but just, saying, and hopefully we get a bounce. Look, we could get a bounce. Look, right there, we got the bounce when we were this low off the white line. This is the medium line of the RSI. Get a bounce off the medium line. I'll get rid of my other RSI. It's nice to kind of have the medium line. I'm going to use it now a little more often. Interesting. And that's just the basic RSI update, So here's an idea. This is a possibility. Not saying this is guaranteed, but just something to think about. We could even get there and then make a massive dump to the downside. Anything is possible. We'll take it one day at a time. But right now, based on my strategy, the daily will go to the downside statistically. I mean, the probability is very high. Very, very high. Is it going to happen guaranteed? No. Do I know what's going to happen? No. Should you do exactly what I just said? No. You got to come up with your own feeling, If you watch me every day and I'm somewhat accurate, then it might kind of lean you in some way, but at the same time, it's got to be on you, right? You got to hit that move. So I keep posting this and I'm showing it to everybody. 20,000 is the measured move. And I'm not saying this is happening. I'm just giving you the TA. I'm giving you the lay of the land. It's like if I was a surveyor and I came to your property and I surveyed your land and I said, all right, you have 10 feet this way and 10 feet that way. That's all I'm doing. People gawked when I showed 7K on ATB. Remember that? And then people were like, and then I actually watched a channel that people were talking about. And they're like, this lifer guy said 7K. And one guy was like, oh man, that guy's. And it's just funny because I never said 7K. I just showed a measured move to 7K. And that made people think that I said 7K. What I did do is just like this bear flag here. There's no difference between this bear flag, this bear pennant, whatever you want, and this. They're the same to me. And if I take my measured move and I swing it here, and I did this on ATB, I don't know if you remember, and I adjusted it down slightly to and it gave me, this is giving me a $55,000 Bitcoin. 5,500, hold on, let me just make it, I'm a little too advantageous, but that is just the leg. And I take legs like that. A lot of people take legs differently than me. I look at my move today. It hit the exact measured move on the Binance chart. I tend to be really accurate with the measured move, but again, who cares, right? Sick of talking about myself. Anyway, $9,400 Bitcoin, okay? Somewhere, it came out to 7K last time for whatever reason, the way I measured it, different chart, whatever, but 7,000, 9,000, between 7 and 10K is an area, all right? 29,000 holding pretty nicely after what happened yesterday, but, so I'm just showing you big picture style. Big picture style. All right. Now let's see if we can make some money right now. Let's see if I can find a chart or some statistical analysis. If I can find a higher probability trade right now for the team. All right. So, like I did this morning. All right. So, what do we see here happening? Let's break it down. First thing I do is daily support and resistance. Okay. When I make any trade at all. Once I'm kind of dealing with an area and we don't have to go too far, we can just kind of make because we know we're going to be in this range, right? So I make my support and resistance lines nice and neat as such, right? And there you go. That's daily support and resistance. Really don't have to, and there's this little chop here where we might stop off at. And then, of course, 20,000, okay? So here we go. Here we are. And here we stand. And then I'm going to zoom in. So I've marked all my support and resistance lines that make sense to me right off the bat on my bigger time frame. That's the first thing you should be doing. If you're not doing that, you're slipping. You're slipping. You're slipping. Okay? Look how beautiful this range has formed now, right? I'll tell you something else. Rounded tops don't pay the bills, right? That is a rounded top, all right? Craziness, right? And what I feel may be happening is a inverted Sammy cup in handy here. 4 hour may juice us. And then when the 4 hour rolls over, the daily and the 4 hour take us to the downside, right? The measured move, if you flip this upside down, Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Last week, the way he moved, and did the Celtics take game 6 tonight against the Heat? Did the Celtics take game 6 against the Heat? Let's go! I forgot about tonight, baby. Celtics! I am a true masshole, sorry to say. And I absolutely love my teams. Shouldn't even say that because some people are like, I got to click off now. I'm from New York, But, dude, man, Celtics tonight, baby. Huge game. Can they go to the finals? First time since 2010. Oh, my God, it's been 12 years. I get goosebumps, man. The city goes crazy. I'm going to a game. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go to a game. I'm going to a game. I'm going to live stream from the game. I'm telling you right now, I will go to a game. I'll spend, I don't care, $500 to $1,000. I will go to one of those games. I'm telling you right now. I will go to one of those games. So Shout out to each and every one of you, man. If the Celtics go to the finals, I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing. Man, what a beautiful time it is to be alive. The spring, the summer upon us. Man. So, see that's a head and shoulder. Your measured move would take you to about 27,928K. So I'm just showing you this. You won't see this on probably any other channel. And this is a possibility for sure. You know, let's map that out. You know what I want to do? I'll publish this because this will stay ingrained forever. Publish the idea. Possible inverted HNS. Stay with me. I have a bunch of charts to show you the yield curve. We're going to talk about JP Morgan. We have a lot of news to cover. I haven't even breached what I want to do. I have an awesome show prepared today. I've been up since like 6 in the morning, getting it ready. Have awesome talking points. Really want to bump it up. I got you guys ready to go. Check it. You're going to be excited. I'll say neutral, category, technical, chart patterns, technical indicators. Yeah. Usually they make me write a little more. Let's see if I can get away with that. All right, cool. So that's now published, set in stone. I haven't done one in a while. Let's see if that plays out. It'd be kind of cool. Maybe you can play it in time and see if it falls through. I love that about TradingView, right? All right. Thing about me is I can have multiple ideas in my head at once and juggle them and play which one I would like when the time comes. So here you go. You clearly have some resistance here on this trend line for whatever reason. Bitcoin's just been kind of having its, a little issue with it. Sorry, I moved that. So this is definitely, we could even kind of mix it here because it's touching these clean. Now that's a falling wedge in the 4 hour, is it not? All right. Just like we played it on the 15-minute today, it's not much different. What else do I see? I'll show you something that will blow your mind. It's a twisted inverted shoulder, head, and shoulder. Most people will never see these patterns. You guys know. I don't even have to say it. Look, there's even a shoulder, head, and a shoulder there on the 30-minute. My man called bearish div on the 30-minute chart. I don't see it. I really don't. You called bearish divvy. I don't see it, honestly. There was bearish divergence here. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. Yeah. I don't see any bearish divergence, my man. So you might need to work on your divvies because that's swinging down. That's swinging down. I don't see any bearish divergence. I don't. I see bullish divergence on the bottom right there. Swing down and swing down, and that's flat on the RSI. Actually, let me, you can always change your style, your visibility. RSI, I like it red because that's like how the indicator makes it. That's even not a deep red. Is that the reddest I can go? That's like a pale red. That's not going to do it. I guess that's the best. Go a little thicker. I just like it thick. All right, there we go. I like it colorful. I like it bumping. I like it moving. I like my gradient too. See, I put my gradients. Gradients are fun. Anyway, so inverted head and shoulder on the 30-minute. We did this morning. We did this exact thing this morning on the 15. We did. It was in an inverted and it was in a falling wedge and it broke to the upside, right? Measured move would take you back to the resistance area. We did this exact thing on the 15. So this is basically you be learning, Now, the 30 minutes overbought. So it tells me that we're kind of like probably come down here first. Rising wedge. See that? And you're oversold on the stochastic. That's probably going to come down for that entry there. So I know we have the inverted, but it looks like it's going to be like a complex inverted with multiple side channels, We could flip if the 7-minute and the 15-minute want to push. Yeah, 7-minute may actually push you out. See that? 30-minute could do its thing, and the inverted would play out. So actually, interesting. So what I do, zoom out, look at the 1 hour. It has momentum, but I don't like that the 1 hour doesn't. Based on where the stochastics are, if we do get a push out of here, it's likely, see the 1 hour, it's already kind of getting overbought. It's kind of rolling over a little bit there, So if the 1 hour does push, look for a rejection here or here because I just don't see it having a lot of gas, 15-minute as well, pushing to the downside. So it's likely we're headed down right now, honestly. Likely we're headed down back to 28,500 area. That's our support. We break support, we go lower to 27,009. You break that, you go into this edge here at 26.6. So sketchy times, right? And half the YouTubers are telling you that we're going to go back up to 32.5. The other half of the YouTubers are telling you that we're definitely dumping to the downside. Nobody knows. Do I know where we're going? No, I don't. Do I claim to know? Am I going to tell you? No. I did show you that it's highly likely the short is going to play out on the daily time frame. Again, all I play is probabilities because you can't play how you feel. How you feel is never going to tell you the right move. Your emotions will lie to you. You will make the wrong decision. You will get chewed up. I'm telling you right now, you will get chewed up. Not financial advice, but it's life advice, right? I mean, you will get chewed up if you play games. So we're looking for a bounce here off of 28,500. At that point, the 1 hour will be oversold. The 50-minute will be oversold, and so will the 4 hour. We should get that move back to the upside. So I'm looking for a bounce back down here, or can we miraculously break out of this, right, and then start our channel? If we do break out of this, okay, you know, what I believed was more probable won't happen, but kind of more like that. But the idea is this: we'll bump out. We're pretty extended on the 1 hour, so I don't see it, you know, and we'll come back to support, and then that. So if I wait for this entry and I don't get it, that's fine. I'll watch the breakout, and then I'll get the retest right here. If we do fall back, I'm entering here. So I'm entering here or here on a long, based on the 4 hour, and I'm using the 1 hour to do it, all right? So I just gave you exactly what I'm going to be doing later today and how I'm going to trade Bitcoin, all right? Also, it's bounced off this range many times with the low stochastics on the 4 hour. I expect it to do it again. Now, if it doesn't, I'm willing to put a stop loss and take my loss. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm open-minded to anything, but I play the probabilities in my favor. I also love putting the RSI in a bullish pattern. I've done this many times. I teach my students, and that is a bullish pattern. Measured move by the RSI is like that. We should bop. If the RSI breaks this yellow line, look for a move to the upside. All right? 29,000 may even hold, and we could get a bump out. Anything is possible. Look for the 30-minute to try to get out of this inverted head and shoulder and negate the fact that it could break to the downside. Look, this is a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder right there inside of the rising wedge. So anything is possible. Sometimes the charts negate the Stokes. Sometimes the Stokes negate the charts. That's why you have to be open-minded, but you play the probabilities, all right? That's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. I gave you the daily. I think we looked at the weekly a little bit. I gave you the 7-minute, the 15-minute. We looked at the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour. I gave you my assessment of Bitcoin in a nutshell. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. That's Bitcoin. Now, I want to show you some news that's going to blow your mind, but it's JP Morgan, man. It's pretty interesting. JP Morgan's Diamond blasts Bitcoin as worthless. October 11, 2021. I don't know if you remember this article, but Jamie Dimon, I had to go back into the archives and call this guy out, right? Because I was out here streaming saying I'm buying as much Bitcoin as I can, and he's calling me a clown, right? And he's basically saying it's a mess, you know? Is everybody here? It's saying no data. But I'm getting a notification. No, nothing. Is everybody still here? I'm getting no data. Okay, awesome. Google alternative, me, Bitcoin, no moon, no yacht. Yeah. Super yachts, phantom, super yachts. You're funny, super yachts. Most undervalued coin on this Friday. Where's your favorite place to get the fear and greed index? Interesting. I'll get into that in a second. I just got to finish this idea. Royal jelly is the stuff that the bees make for the queen bee to consume for the immune system and life longevity. There's another step. It's colloidal silver, gold, copper with neem and turmeric, etc. Yeah, I got into the colloidal silver as well. Yeah. Sanguru says using neem with turmeric is an ancient secret for good luck. It is a metaphysical alchemy to make your life transform drastically, to be luckier and make good things come to you. Neem turmeric. I'll look that up. Neem turmeric. Thank you. I do take turmeric already, and I believe it's a very strong, very good. It's very good for you. So turmeric is amazing. All right, shout out to each and every one of you. Last day of school for the kids today. We'll be picking them up from the bus stop in a dinosaur costume. Wow, last day of school. You have private school, man. Yeah. I mean, those public schools, they go to school till like June 30th. It's horrible what they do to those kids. It's insanity. Oh yeah, there's your man. This guy's awesome. I watch him a lot. He's super smart. This guy, Sadhguru, yeah, he's definitely like, he will teach you so much about life and love. I've definitely, if you're into me, then I hope his videos come up around my videos, not just crypto, because I am a life-changing video. I am a subconscious mindset type of process here on YouTube. We're trying to change your lives. We know what's holding you back. I know what held me back. It was my subconscious mind theory. I had to break through meditation and disconnect myself from fear, thoughts, and worry, and realize that I control my own reality, live in my dreams, and then here I am, right? So I can help you do that too in the trading group. It's more than just trading, it's trading mindset. There's so much going on in the trading group. But JP Morgan, blast Bitcoin is worthless, due for regulation, right? And now here he is, not 2.5 years later, JP Morgan says Bitcoin could rise 146,000 long term as it competes with gold. JP Morgan and Bitcoin could rally as high as 146,000 in the long term as it competes with gold as an alternative currency. Bitcoin's volatility would need to drop substantially before it can match gold in terms of market value, the bank's strategic said in a note on Monday. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon once called Bitcoin a fraud and said he is more interested in blockchain technology than crypto. Bitcoin's remarkable ascent past 30K has stunned Wall Street, and one of the biggest U.S. investment banks thinks digital currency could have a much further to run. I think these guys undervalued it before. I think they undervalued it again. 146 long term, they're bugging out. They think they have more control over the system than they do. Watch what happens when inflation goes higher. Watch when you have $10 gasoline, $12 gasoline. You think it's over? It's not over. JP Morgan's bull case for Bitcoin, Sequoia's warning, and Ether's soul-bound tokens. We went over Ether soul-bound. We talked about that. But JP Morgan getting bullish on Bitcoin. Jamie Dimon's JP Morgan says Bitcoin's slide has created significant upside for crypto investors. Bitcoin's recent slide has left the digital token well below its fair price, given the currency's significant upside now. JP Morgan has said in a research note this week. Now, whenever JP Morgan's bullish on Bitcoin, I am bearish. Usually I open up a short. Like the second big news like CNBC or anyone starts being bullish on Bitcoin, we all know, all the long-term guys we know, the second we see bullish, things for Bitcoin, we usually get out. They're trying to suck investors to get impounded. I don't know what they're doing. But JP Morgan's positive outlook is notable because the CEO, Jamie Dimon, is a long-term cryptocurrency skeptic. Jamie Dimon has said that he personally thinks Bitcoin is worthless, though he has acknowledged that many of his clients feel differently. I'm not a Bitcoin supporter. I don't care about Bitcoin. I have no interest in it, he said last year. On the other hand, clients are interested, and I don't tell clients what to do. Last year, JP Morgan's been giving wealth management clients access to 6 crypto funds to add Bitcoin exposure to their portfolios. That's despite Dimon's prior comments. Oh, come on, man. This guy's a 31-year-old YouTube making this. I love this guy, Graham Stevens, man. These people. Shout out to each and every one of you, man. If you go to this guy's show for financial advice, oh my God. This dude wasn't even buying Bitcoin until he thought it was cool. All these financial guys on YouTube are the worst, man. Andre Jack's a nice kid because he's the magician. He's a magician, so I give him some credit. And I think he's a nice guy. I think if you hung out with him, he's actually a pretty nice guy, so I give it to him. The other dudes, I'm like, come on. I like Meet Kevin a lot. I like Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin taught me a lot. I watched Meet Kevin for a long time, and he taught me a lot about YouTube. I studied YouTubers. I was studying every YouTuber, Mitch Ray, all of them, Eric Crown. I studied them all, and I watched them for hours and hours and hours and hours, and I was like, man, I want to do that. I want to be a YouTuber like that. That's like the life, man. And then I found crypto, and it all kind of came together. I wanted to be a YouTuber before I found crypto, and then it all merged. It all merged. So look, there's the little dump there happening on the 30. But I'll tell you what, falling wedge should break to the downside. Let's see. I say we come down here based on the 30-minute chart. Come on, baby. And this is a bit of an M pattern too, right? Come on, mama. That'll pin the 7-minute. See, it'll pin the 7-minute and we'll flap. And then the 7 will bit. And then you can make a 7-minute scalp trade based off support, right? If this holds, you can make a scalp trade right here to the upside on the 7-minute time frame. But it has to hold. Yeah, you can't do anything. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm giving you the options that the trading, that the probabilities give you. I feel like I've given you guys enough. You can now kind of run free. You can run free. This was trying to hold the right shoulder of this inverted here. See this up slanted inverted. It's desperately trying to hold it. All right. But JP Morgan getting bullish on Bitcoin. What are your thoughts in the comment section below? What do you guys think about that? Or to the side, wherever it is. What do you guys think about JP Morgan being bullish? Are you bearish? Does that make you want to sell right now? Does that make you want to run out of the market? I mean, notoriously, we've seen this before. Morning Life will love your channel and group. It's positive energy. And honestly, guys, I think I'm going to cry today. I think I'm going to cry because the testimonials came in last night, and oh my God, we had an amazing live stream. We have a private live stream if you join my trading group from 6:30 to 8:30. We went to 10 o'clock. It went from 6:30 to 9:45. It was like, I do a question and answer at the end where you can sit and talk with me, share life experiences. People shared like deep thoughts, dreams, thoughts they had, how they found my channel and how it connected to their life. Erica, I love you. Everyone that shared with me during the live stream, unbelievable. David, man, your words stick with me today. They resonate through my spirit, through my heart, through everything. Thank you so much, man. I feel like you're like a guide in my life too as well. Each and every one of you are helping me stay positive, stay blessed, and stay grateful. I'm telling you right now, each and every one of you are part of my journey. Thank you so much for joining my trading group. Thank you so much for supporting me It's been an unbelievable journey, all of us together. And then we are breaking the falling wedge. 30 minutes suggests we will go to the downside and we will get pinned. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time, and the stochastics RSI are telling you. I have my location down here ready for the move. However, we could break down even more. If we do, we go down here to 28,000 even. So expecting a bounce here of 28,596 back to the upside. But anything is possible. You can see rising wedges break down. We're at the top of the channel. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Bounce. Had an idea that maybe we could have got hold. Always stay open-minded, but there you go. GBTC and SEC decision. What's up, brother? What do you think about Bitcoin dropping down to 26K, creating a W pattern on the daily? This could cause a W pump and then take a pump down further to the 20K thoughts. I mean, those are your thoughts. Great thoughts, man. I love it. I gave you all my thoughts. I just spent like 15 minutes going over Bitcoin entirely from 10:10 to 10:48. I just spent 40 minutes, right? Sam, you're the man, bro. I really hope your team out dribbles the other team tonight, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I love you, brother. Do you see the inverse cup and handle on the 30-minute on Bitcoin and ETH? It's a bit wonky, but still there. Clearer on the ETH. I see what you're saying. He's saying this. Look, he's got a cup here, and that's an inverse cup and handle, and it's about to play out exactly as you said. Yep. Nice call, man. Nice call, dude. Inverted cup and handle to the upside. Sammy, cup and handy upside. But it's upside down, so it's going to the downside. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you for being here. Nice call, dude. You got life revision, dude. That's what I call that life revision, man. When you start seeing like stuff like that, you got life revision. Look, and that's the second inverted cup and handle, and I don't draw those a lot. Suggest we will make it. I mean, cup and handles do what they do, baby. You got a little bit of support here, and you got a little bit of support here. They may hold. You never know. 7 minute is extremely oversold. It wants to bounce you. Wants to bounce you a little bit. But you're breaking out of the rising wedge. You broke channel. It is what it is. All right. Now, everybody, I'm waiting on the 1 hour to reset. Right? Back down here. Maybe even go. It looks like it's going to fall out of this. Measured move out of falling wedges, or you take the length here, and they go down straight. Like, they just fall out. So we would bounce there. The measured move takes you to 27,700. Okay? Anything is possible. All right? You always have to be, are you ready for the 4-year hold? That's the question. Who's here ready for the 4-year hold? Who's here? Not even 4 years, actually. 2024, the halving, we should start the pump by, you know. So we only have 2 years, man. We have May 2024, the halving comes, maybe June. But by September of May 24, we should be in the shade paid, baby. So who's ready? Who's ready, baby? And we could even bounce back to 100K this year. Anything is possible. We could see $100,000 by the end of 2022. I'm open-minded. Too many people are bearish and they don't think we could go down. And what they'll do is they won't buy. They'll wait for 20K. They'll wait for 15K. They won't get it. And then Bitcoin will go all the way up. I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm just constantly gobbling up a little bit of BTC. You hear all the long-term guys. You hear everybody say that it seems so simple. It seems so basic. It's the only way to quell your emotions and to get through this. In 4 years from now, you're sitting on piles of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's at 100, 200, 300 grand, you know? So hyped to be a millionaire in 2025. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. I'm in for life, brother. Shout out to John Nolan. I love you, brother. Thank you. I'm ready for the 10-year hold. I love it. Like I said, it's just the same downward channel since mid-March high. My man, shout out to the all commits. I'm running away from VeChain. Yeah, there you go. VeChain looks bullish, folks, in my opinion. Yikes. Nothing's bullish if Bitcoin dumps. 40K incoming by the dip. Shout out to Julio Don. You never know, man. I love people that just say things. Do you see the inverse cup and handle? We did, then. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. 451 likes. That's unbelievable. I can't even believe it. 451 likes. Oh, wait, no, I misspoke. 150, you're playing me. Oh, my gosh. 297 people on the live. 450 people on the live. 297 likes. Can we get the likes up to the viewers? I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Don't trip by the dip. I know I have 3 receipts on my email for super chats that aren't popping up. Really? So they're not giving me the super chats. They're a bunch of weirdos. My buddy said he sent $500 the other day and it didn't go through. It didn't go through. I see them. No more yacht. Dirty Harry. Thank you. Thank you. I see one here. Oh, the alert's not on anymore. I need my mixer. Where's my alert now? Alert box. It should be on. It's up there. There's another alert box. Face cam. On my alert box, the audio is on. I wonder why I'm not hearing it. Oh, I turned it off because of around the blockchain yesterday. Ha, 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 ha. There we go. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you for putting the balls in the jar. Thank you for moving my balls around. Appreciate that. Really nice of you. Anyway. Yeah. So a short coming, but we may hold. 7 minutes as we're trying to hold. Yeah, TRX. Anyone check their KOK today? Specify their KOK trade. Yeah, we talked about KOK, baby. And I appreciate you writing KOK here. And bang, bang, bang. Look at that, man. KOK keeps going up 45%. And it's making a bit of a flag there on the smaller time frames. Look at that thing. That's a loopy pattern, but, I mean, it wants to get busy. That's a bull pennant breaking up to the upside with a measured move. Just getting started there, too. Thank you for putting KOK on the radar. Shout out to anyone that jumped into KOK for the gains. Here's my SC. You know what to do. Here's my SC. See a coin? Oh, no. You always ask about SHIB, right? SHIB. You always ask about SHIB. I think. This is muscle memory. I could be completely wrong. Now I'm like, man, I should be able to figure this out. David, did mine not go in for Phantom? No, I saw yours for Phantom. And you said you were going to do it at the beginning of the live. I saw that. I got you. We got so much to go over on the live stream today. We got the 10-year yield curve. We got the WAN. I got some interesting information. Okay. Now, everything's following Bitcoin, everybody. Like, the chart that I follow for Bitcoin is basically pretty much the same. You know, you're in this area here, right? So here. SHIB, man. SHIB could go to zero, turn to nothing. A lot of these coins could go to zero. If you appreciate all this free content, then hit the like and show the appreciation. Free content that can make you money. Yeah, smash the like is the least we can do, man. You're the man, dude. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. It's Seller. Shout out to Grace Protocol in the house. He asked for Seller. Oh, yeah. Super chats, 15-minute most undervalued coin on the Friday. What is your favorite place to get the free and greed index? At cryptoalternative.me. Who here forgot to hit the like button? Let's help out Sam and smash. Yeah, sometimes I just forgot. It's happened to me. This is the money. It's coming. Yep. I used play points. Phantom. Everyone asked about Phantom. So SHIB did the retracement down the 8.8. I mean, that's really where you go. 100% retracement. I mean, this is what doesn't make sense. This is why I believe we're going to get a bounce. The dollar's dumping, okay, and it lost huge resistance. And how much lower can these coins go? I mean, and I said this before, though. How much lower can these coins go? They go down here, and then they stay down here in a multi-year bear market. And then some of them go to zero, get delisted, and no one talks about them again. I've seen it many times. Could it happen to SHIB? It could. Is it going to happen to SHIB? I don't know. SHIB's got heavy resistance now here. It's got strong support where it's at. It's in between the zone. It's going to do basically whatever Bitcoin does. I'll tell you that right now. In my mind, it kind of already broke down, though. See, alts really started. Alts, I'll tell you, actually, I'm going to show you something that I figured out last night and that we went over. If you look at Total 3, the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency, all of altcoins, it already broke down, basically, out of the, I said maybe it's in this, I said, fine, maybe it's in this pennant falling wedge, and we're going to break up. So, but if I take this away, I mean, you fell out of the descending triangle already. We're still waiting for Bitcoin to do that, okay? And now we're holding at $420 billion, but the next level is 390. People are capitulating out of alts hard, and the daily's about to push us down. Does that mean we go even lower? If we break 390, we're going all the way down here to 300 billion and then 237. I mean, I only put that because the measured move of this bear flag is $237 billion. The alts would get absolutely smashed. If Bitcoin goes on a huge tear to the upside, people will sell out of alts and go into Bitcoin, and the alts will get smashed again. I'm telling you right now. And for whenever the rally starts, it starts with Bitcoin. And the alts get hurt. So the alts will get hurt on the way down if Bitcoin dumps. The alts will get hurt if Bitcoin pumps. I'm telling you that right now. Smartest thing to do is to... I keep 60%. Now it's even more, I think. But I keep 60% of my portfolio into Bitcoin at all times. Of my entire net worth, about 80% of my entire net worth is in BTC. And I'm not, and I'm okay with that. Most people aren't okay with that. I've done the math. I've put myself in position to become a multimillionaire 10 years from now. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I listen to myself. I believe in myself. I've taken long walks in the woods. All right. When's the last time you took a long walk in the woods alone? I'm serious. When's the last time you took I'm stopping the music right now. When's the last time you took a long walk in the woods alone? Because that's how you rebalance And when you rebalance, that's how you know yourself. And when you know yourself, you can make decisions you believe in. You don't need anybody else to back you up. You got yourself and God. I ask my wife here and there, but at the end of the day, these are my decisions for my family that I'm making. 80% of my net worth in Bitcoin, and I'm doing it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. And you know, don't go and run and put 80% of your net worth in Bitcoin. I did that already. And I'm publicly stating it. The cool thing about it is I'm on a limb. I'm saying exactly what I'm doing. A lot of these other traders are like, I'm doing this, I may be doing that. I mean, it's like, you know, and we don't really know what they're doing, you know. I did my Murph Wood this morning. What does that mean? This makes me giggle. Last week should go again. Be safe out here in the woods alone, people. LOL. Yeah. He is true too, man. People disappear in the Yosemite and stuff like that. Most, you know, people disappear more there than anywhere else in the world. Walks in nature and lifer playing is pure bliss. Shout out to Hash Puppy, my man. Ed, sounds like you had some bad mushies, buddy. Every day I live off grid deep in the woods. Dude, that's awesome, Easy. I love that you said that. I want to come hang out with you, man. Sounds dope. Okay, so total 3, the total market cap of all of the altcoins slipping at 390. Right? That's the next area of support. Total, the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. See, this also fell out of the channel. See, Bitcoin hasn't fallen out yet, but the total market cap already did. But we got whipped up on the daily, which is very strange. That's usually you're going to bounce and the daily. So what's going to happen? Looking like the 4 hour is going to pull us. We're going to get, there's a bounce coming here. I'm not saying it's a huge one, but there's likely a bounce here. Bam. Have we played the market here? Look, nice alt trading for, you know, let's see how long that took. About a week and a half. 5 days of alt trading. So this says we're about to have a few days of alt trading. See? Market cap's going to come back for us. Hopefully. But it could be Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Just showing gratitude, spreading the love. Blessed to be a part of the Lifer Gang. Shout out to Last Poet, man. I love you, man. You've been here since day one. Always giving super chats. Always giving support. I love you, Last Poet. Shout out to you for the $99 super chat. My man. Respecting the love, man. Respecting the cycle. A lot's going to come your way. You're giving. When you're giving, you're going to get back. I'm telling you. I gave that money to Afghanistan, and then Michael Pop here and started giving us $500 super chats. He gave me more back than I gave away to the poor. And you know what's funny is people said that the second you give things away, watch it come back to you even quicker. I was like, what? We gave 4,000 away. Boom. Michael Pop gave me 13, I think, $500 super chats. That's $6,500, guys. That's insanity. You know? So anyway, shout out to Michael. We love you, dude. May you live, breathe, and have a wonderful life. You've blessed me more than anyone I could ever believe. I just can't believe it. I don't even know if he's in the Discord, too. I don't even know if he takes advantage of the Discord, but he has like a year of, he has two, he could be, that's lifetime, man. He basically bought lifetime. Like, he paid $6,000. Like, unbelievable. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Maybe we can pump after these futures contracts close. I don't know. Yeah, we definitely need the futures contract to close. There is Garland in Brazil, Portuguese there. Shout out to everybody on this beautiful Friday. Thanks for kicking it with me. We run up at around 11 o'clock. I think that's when we get a bunch of people from another stream. They kind of come on into this stream. I don't know what happens, but we tend to run up to 500, 600 around this time. Shout out to everyone that jumps on into the live with me. Thank you for kicking it. And this is all time. This is all time, baby. We've gone over Bitcoin. We're going over the total market cap. I also want to show you something else that tells me we're going to get a bigger bounce. The U.S. yield curve, the 10-year yield curve, right? People getting into government bonds to save money, right? It had a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Okay? This is crazy, but like, if you just stick with me, you'll be able to trade any market in the world. You just have to believe in the patterns. If you don't believe in the patterns, they won't do what they're supposed to do for you. See, not only do you have to know technical analysis, but you have to train. Your brain has to change. It's literally like your brain has to go through a metamorphosis. But look, that's your measured move. Come on. And then you're going to hit resistance because you know your support and resistance. And then you know your next line of support, which is here. You should bounce. But the yield curve super high on the weekly and dumping. And it hit a weekly resistance. The last time it hit a weekly resistance like this, it dumped to the downside. All right? I believe I can correlate another asset here. I can put Bitcoin on this. So we're going to put BTC. We could put BTC futures in the CME. We could put Bitcoin market cap on TradingView, right? And it doesn't yield curve it. I want to see the asset next to the asset, But I guess because they're so different, like it's not letting me do that, right? I've never done that before, so I'm experimenting there on this side. I don't know how to take away the asset once I've added it. That's the only thing. I remember doing that one day, and I was like, I don't know how to take it out. Should we buy this weekend? If so, what are y'all buying? Never ask someone if you should buy. It's the worst thing you could be doing. You got to find your own trading style, get educated, and then ask yourself if your trading style suggests that you should be buying. If that's the case, then yes. You know, another thing that we pointed out here, which is quite interesting, is look, this was a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, and it did break to the downside. The measured move, exactly. All right, the measured move, exactly. Like if I just take away my drawings, look, shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline, you draw right there. Head to the neckline, measured move, that's what we want. I mean, it is spot on. So, in my mind, we're going to get a bit of a bounce. Bill Super Chat didn't go through. Here it is, Bill McDonough. Well, anyway, all I want to say was this weekend we remember and honor our fellow warriors who paid the ultimate sacrifice for us. Let's bring that down. Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Coming. And we'll bring it up on Memorial Day and on Sunday. But all the people that have fought to keep America safe from enemies, foreign and domestic. Remember, we've had people try to take our country away from us inside. I believe it could happen at any time. The founding fathers wrote, right, the Second Amendment, because foreign and domestic, they wrote that in there. What does that mean? It means that we could have people usurping us from inside, right? We could be getting taken, and we have to always represent the Constitution. We must keep America alive. Shout out to everybody here on this Memorial Day weekend. I was born in Boston. I lived on the stories of Paul Revere, one if by land, two if by sea. You know, I walked the, Bunker Hill. The Battle of Bunker Hill is in my soul. You know, I walked the Freedom Trail. I walked, you can actually take the trail that Paul Revere rode in Boston. I get goosebumps, man. I'm dead serious. Like, I go to his house. Like, I am 100% purebred American, born in America City. You grow up in Boston. You feel what it is to be an American. You live and breathe it. I'm apple pie, baby. I'm all the way. I love each and every one of you. We've given everybody, America has given so many people a lift up, man, from all around the world. Shout out to America, man. May America stand strong. I love my country with all my heart. Like, I love my country with all my heart. Like I get emotional. I love my country with all my heart. And I want to see America be amazing. I want to see America, and I know we will again. And I truly believe in us, in each and every one of our souls, our spirits. And I believe in the family. I believe in the family. I believe in the father figure in the family. It's good for the sons. It's good for the daughters. It's good for the life. A good woman and a good man and a strong family creates the structure in life. I just thought about the other day, society is based on the family. When the family is strong, all things pan out. Children go to school. They become dependable. They go to work. When the family breaks down and the father's not around, people become drug addicts. They have kids out of wedlock. You have more abortion, more pain. A lot happens when the family gets broken down. It's all about the family, man. We must keep the family strong at all times. We must keep the family strong. Shout out to you and your family. I come on live stream every single day to help you provide for your family, to help you find another way. So 4 years from now, you may be in a better place. I give that information. Again, not financial advice, but I provide my life experience, what I've been through, how I made it, where I came from, because I was on a night shift working I was on a night shift for 6 years, going in at 7, leaving at 3 in the morning, 1 in the morning. Yes, sometimes I shaved, but I was on a night shift for 6 years of my life. I dedicated my life to the 9 to 5. I had bosses treat me like garbage. I know exactly what it's like to feel strapped down, to feel lost, to feel like there's no way out. I know exactly what it's like. I pressed that record button. I started my first YouTube channel, and I'm on my way, baby, and you're on your way too. And nobody can take it away from us. Nobody. If you put in that work in the charts, if you know your inverteds, if you know your support and resistance, nobody can take away what you learn. Your education is yours. I will give you every single thing I have. Your education is yours. I love you all, man. I love you all. Let's go. Love is the strongest frequency in the world. They can't beat you if you live in love. Nobody can take you down if you live in love. Nobody. Because you will attract so many good souls into your life. You will be undefeatable. You will be undefeatable. And you will live with the strongest frequency on earth. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. May we stay strong. Let's look into these alts now and have some fun, right? So I'm expecting a bounce here for bitty Bitcoin, all right? I know you don't believe me, and honestly, most people would never say this, But this is a shallow cup and handle. See, shallow cup. There's your handle. I've seen them play out, even though it's not a traditional cup and handle, and most people would never see it like that. This is a shallow cup and handle. Can we get the likes up to 500, baby? Come on. Come on. Can I get you motivated? I'll step away from the mic, but can I get you motivated? You can change your life. Look, I was thinking today in the shower. I was in the shower this morning. I was like, okay, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I started my channel. I had 500 subs. I said, Bitboy didn't have Around the Blockchain. I said, Around the Blockchain didn't even exist when I started my channel. Bitboy didn't even blow up like he did yet. Then he created an opportunity for me, and he created that channel, and then my channel, and so you got to start somewhere, and you just don't know what's going to happen to you. You don't know. Throw your hat in the ring. Throw your hat in the ring. Take a shot. So many people don't take a shot. They're so afraid of what happens if they don't make it. They're so afraid of what happens if their business fails, if something doesn't work. Man, you're going to die tomorrow, maybe. Take a shot today. Grab that brass ring and go for it, baby, because you never know what's going to happen. Look what happened to me. You never know what can happen to you. Come on now. I'm talking to my old self. I'm talking to myself from 10 years ago, depressed in a room. I'm talking to my old self on a night shift. I'm talking to my old self who didn't think he could, but he did, and he's here now. You can, you will, you are the best, okay? Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Look at this. Lifer, I've been watching your streams on and off since last year, late last year, started regularly tuning in some months ago. I gotta say, I'm just blown away by everything and the magic going on here. You are the real deal, and it's no joke why you're the crypto lifer. It changed your life, and that's something you're sharing with everybody that will listen and contribute. What really caught my attention is beyond the TA. This is a spiritual journey as well for yourself and many here, even in our own ways. There are so many things that could be elaborated about the shepherd and the flock, etc. Listening to the raw screen share tonight, I was blown away. I don't know how much you know about psychology and philosophy, and I know you're spiritual too. There's some very powerful themes with the things you're talking about. Talking keys to life. It's all made a difference in your life, and it's making a difference for hopefully everyone in here. There really is something to be said about you'll know you're in the right place. You'll have something very special happening here, and it goes well above and beyond just TA and crypto for trading. Something very deep and true about crypto overlapping with the essence of life. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you for the rest of the lifers for sharing that vision and manifesting all of this. We might not be at the bottom yet, but we may all reach the tops of the charts and our respective mountains. Let's get it. Dude, Apocalypse, you're the man or the woman. I think it's a man, but unbelievable. Unbelievable. You blew my mind. The screen share session was priceless last night. Told my wife that my man could charge $1,000 for that class. No joke. I don't say that if I didn't mean it. I'm telling you, man, what I taught you is how to find the bottoms of Bitcoin, where the tops were, how to get in and out of entire markets. Like, I mean, insane. I feel you, man. I had 300 saved at the start of 2021. Now, thanks to crypto and NFTs, I'm sitting on 6 figures, ready to kill it over the next 3 to 10 years in crypto. Stock market is bouncing the last few days. Bitcoin is not following just yet. Why do you think that is? Because they're not truly correlated. You know, Bitcoin has its own thing going on. Bitcoin started a bear market way before the stock market, right? Then they were correlated. Stock market wasn't tanking exactly when Bitcoin was tanking. Also, the stock market doesn't have a halving in 2024. You know, if you put the stock market and Bitcoin's chart next to each other, they're not really correlated. They're just somewhat correlated right now. I talked about this all the time. If you have a blinker on and someone else has a blinker on, they're off. Eventually, they blink together for a second, and then they go off again. That's just what I see happening for Bitcoin in this little time period right now. They're somewhat correlated. The correlation will break. They're not the same. You know? They're not the same. Eventually, Bitcoin will go on its own way. It has halvings every 4 years. That alone tells you that it's not going to be no one's having the Dow Jones. No one's having these stocks. We're here from the great TA, but you're a good soul. And Vibe Sam, thank you. Shout out to Matt Stevens. Lifer for life. Love you, bro. Shout out to Crypto Life Changer, man. And then Crypto Life Changer, look what he said here. My very first nailed it moment. I'm in this E3L trade, and I saw the inverted head and shoulder on the 5-minute. Nailed my target. I stopped on target, went up slightly, and right back to it. I'm playing the falling wedge, but that was my first take profit, and it was dead on. Proud moment of many to come. Thank you, Crypto Lifer, man. Thank you, bro. That helps inspire other people to learn when you show that you learn and that you're finding your way. Share those testimonials. Help other people grow. I'm telling you right now, this is how we move as a team. We do this together. We are a family. Shout out to each and every one of you. I charge $99 because it keeps you honest and it keeps the riffraff out of the trading group. If the trading group was $25 a month, everyone and their mother would be in there. And they wouldn't be putting in the work. We'd have a lot of fakers. People that pay $99, I found that's the threshold for people to commit. That's the threshold for people that want to work. That's the threshold for people that I need you to want something. I need you to meet me halfway. You know? Your chemistry, bro. You got any tips on NFTs to get into? This is the best place to be. That's what I absolutely love about this. It's a team. Cheap ones. So I'm expecting a bounce on the total market cap of a double bottom here. Back to the upside. Measured move is 1.26 trillion. We'll go from there. All right? We'll go from there. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Let's take a look at the show. Got a little off topic, from what I do with the charts. But today, I'm inspired today. It's a Friday. It's beautiful. We're at all-time highs in the trading group. We're about to hit 500 people, 4 more people. And the trading group goes to 500 people. That's a milestone. A milestone. Unbelievable. Like, things I've never thought possible are happening every single day. We are going to the moon. We are going to Mars. We are going to Pluto. We're going to some planet we've never even heard about. We're going into the Andromeda galaxy. We're on our way to Andromeda, baby. If people only knew how far I've come because of you and how they can change their lives too. Yo, man, write a testimonial, Ace. Let them know, dude. They will know when you write a testimonial, and I'll tell them tomorrow. Jump on in there and write it down. Because you put in an extra shift last night, I was able to catch the DEX listing for my favorite alt. The biggest trade of my life. Wouldn't have happened without your dedication, Mr. Lifer. Wow. I was able to catch the DEX listing for my favorite alt. The biggest trade of my life. Wouldn't have happened without your dedication, Cloud Hunk. Dude, that needs to go into the testimonials. I mean, people are making gains and they're finding their way. I'm so excited. I know that it's working. I know that what I'm doing is working. All right. I'm just amazed. I'm amazed by life. Can I be amazed by life, everybody? Can I? So the Dow gets a bounce, even though the 4 hours overbought. Let's take a look here. Even though the 1 hour's dumbing. But look what we said here. We drew this bigger cup and handle, didn't we not? See, this was the cup. This was the handle that we fell out of. We drew the pattern, and I said we should get right there. Isn't that crazy? I'm extending it a little bit, but how did I get this measured move out of the cup? I do this. I find these wicks, and I take the high wick on the shoulder of the falling wedge, and I take the low wick on the bottom of the cup. Usually it's left of the middle, but sometimes it is the middle. This was a cup with a handle. Let me take away my moving averages because they tend to make things a little messy. You see that? And this was our big boy resistance that we needed to break. We broke the resistance. The Dow's about to recover. I've gone over this over and over again. I talked about the Dow being low on the daily and that we were going to get a reversal. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder, right? There's our reversal. We were in a rising wedge. Thought we could get rejected, but rising wedges break up parabolically when they do. And we broke out. We just broke through the resistance that the Dow's been in since April 21st. I mean, that's a pretty big deal, right? I mean, so we're breaking that resistance. However, there is another big boy resistance here at 35,591, 35.6. But we're on our way. And we got through 32,000, which is pretty awesome. We're now at the next resistance at 33K. Look for some pullback here or some sideways behavior. What we can't do, you don't want to see the Dow break back into this channel. We don't want to see the Dow Jones break back into this channel. We'll look at the S&P as well. We'll look at some of the tether dominance, and we'll take a look at what's happening in the markets. But yeah, you don't want to see the Dow make it back into this falling wedge. It's not going to be a good look, okay? So what we want to do is we want to project a flag on the 1 hour, and we want the Dow to stay in a flag and then break out. Monday morning, Tuesday, we want to see this starting to happen. That would be very good. Now, I've talked about the 2-week chart, and I've gone over it, and I've said, whenever you've been down here in the 2-week, it's been a buy. You've hit the head and shoulder pattern. You came down. You're at resistance. Thing is, if they go any lower, they're going to... It's funny. I was watching this guy. He's kind of a weird dude, but he was talking about how the Vikings would come and they'd take over your town. But they wanted your wife. They wanted to take your wife. That was what it was. So they killed your whole family, you and your kids or whatever, but they took your wife. And so they didn't kill your wife, right? And the point is, when they wreck the markets, they want to take you out. They want to wreck everybody, but they got to keep the markets alive. They don't want to kill your wife. You get what I mean? I shouldn't even say that word, but you know what I mean? Like I'm referencing an old Viking thing. But the idea is, they don't want to take you out. You know, they got to leave the market somewhat alone so they could play again with the next batch of retail. They take the market all the way to zero, like down here. And to me, like, we're pretty close where the pandemic dumped. So, like, we either get one more shocking dump or we have bottomed already, in my humble opinion. 2-week chart says we've hit a bottom, clearly. And if we bottom here, then there's a chance that we bottom in the, on other time frames. Right? Two-week chart suggests that we have bottomed. Spot on with, like, all these other... Look, that was your bottom there. 2-week was below the dotted. That was your bottom there. 2-week below the dotted. And these were massive corrections right there. And it only happens, Look, the 08 crisis, okay? 2015-16, we had a little bit of a market crash there. A little bit of a dump in 18. Massive dump in 20, right? So you can see the massive dumps occurred with the 2-week low. And, like, where we are now is a beautiful buying opportunity for the Dow, in my humble opinion. But again, that's just me. They got the market into extreme fear. It's a really good time to jump on it, in my humble opinions. But anything is possible. Could go up, fake out, and end up lower. But I don't see why they would want to trounce the market that bad, Monthly is low. It could stay down here. But look, when the monthly was low here, we got a bounce. Biggest time frames that I use, my monthly 3-month is the biggest one. I mean, it's trying to round down, but that could just kind of loop back up. Could be doing one of these, one of those, one of these right there. You are a little high in the RSI, I'll give you that. But you don't get much lower in the RSI, really. Like, that was a pretty good bounce. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not old enough to have backtested the monthly thousands of times, so that'll take me some years. And see what I just said? That's insight. I know more about the 1-hour chart because I'm older. I've played with the 1-hour chart for 10 years, really. I've been trading the daily chart, for 7 years. So it's like the more you've traded, the more you can see about the markets, right? So I just know more than most people because I've seen it. That's all. You'll be where I'm at one day, and you'll get it. Look, rising wedges break up parabolically. The S&P did damage. Even got above resistance. Look, giant double bottom here. We also went over the S&P on the 2-week, and we told you that the S&P was ready for a bounce on the 2-week chart. I went over this every single day on my live. Every single day I went over this 2-week chart for the last 60 days. It's the only guy really showing any signs of bullishness on any market while everyone else was crying like a baby. Now, it doesn't mean we're out the woods yet by any means, but we did break back inside this pattern. A bearish retest would have been a dump. Back in the pattern means we could come up, come down, and then this pattern can make its measured move. The measured move of this falling wedge is the length of this pole, and it will take the S&P to the upside. Okay? 2-week chart suggests that we go, baby. We go all the way to the upside. So, again, if you play the bigger boy time frames, suggest that we should get a reversal back to the upside. And they're telling us that we have bottomed. Okay? Nothing's guaranteed. I'm not saying we bottomed. I'm just saying that the stochastics RSI on the 2-week chart has suggested the S&P, the daily, even Bitcoin, like all these things have come to a bottom. The problem is it doesn't go with the narrative of Bitcoin's multi-year bear market, right? And then the halving in 2024. So here's the issue. Bitcoin must decouple from the regular markets and they pump. Bitcoin dumps. You get what I mean? Or you can say, no, it's coupled now and it's going to pump regardless of its halving. It's now coupled with the markets and now the halving is off the table. Bitcoin's going to do whatever the NASDAQ, and we're going to find out in the next year. So things are going to change. Does Bitcoin stay in this narrative for the next 18 months? Or does the halving and the bear market take over? I got charts on Bitcoin that suggest that we must be in a multi-year bear market in 2 or 3 days when this candle closes below the gray line on my logarithmic growth curve. So I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you guys think in the comment section below? You tell me. Why aren't the aunts increasing like Bitcoin right now? They've really been dumping hard. The aunts? Haven't recovered. What? Oh, the alts. Because people are running into Bitcoin. You get it? When people run into Bitcoin, it's Bitcoin dominance. We're going to show you. You must be watching Bitcoin dominance at all times. You must. I showed you that it was getting high on the weekly down here. It was getting a bit of a bump. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder, and it did bump. However, it's getting high on the 2-week chart. Bitcoin dominance is about to let go. That is alt season. Look at the last time the 2-week chart got high. We took a bounce. We took a dump too. It also could mean a dump for Bitcoin as well, sad to say. So we're getting high on Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance says it's about to let go. If Bitcoin dumps hard, people will run out of it into Tether. So it's not a great sign when Bitcoin dominance is going to dump. It's just not the best sign, right? And it means there's an alt season or the whole market's going to dump. It's one of those two things. when you're bullish and Bitcoin stalls for a second and dominance drops, it's alt season, and it's really good for altcoins, all right? It's very simple. You take the Bitcoin dominance chart, you look at it on the weekly, okay? You look at it on the weekly here, and then will they let me do total 2? Well, total 3 here. Yeah, they just because they don't correlate, but point of the story is, see when Bitcoin dominance dumped here, altcoins went up hard. You get that? So every time Bitcoin dumps, altcoins have a rally. You see? Even though that rally, they kind of rallied together at one point, but that will happen too once Bitcoin just gets strong. But, you know, actually, no, wait, this isn't looking right. This isn't right. I'm going to have to juxtapose. Let me juxtapose. I'm not good with adding a chart on a chart yet. I got to like study that. That's not like, that's something I have to figure out. But look, if you take total 3, the entire market cap of all of the altcoins, right? And then you juxtapose it. All right. You go to like the 5 days, so you can see the whole chart. And you juxtapose this with Bitcoin dominance, okay? This is how you learn, everybody. You have to figure this stuff out. You have to use 2 charts, put them against each other, see movements, see ideas, understand concepts. And we're going to look at the 5-day on this too. And look, Bitcoin dominance pumps hard, alts dump down. You see this? Bitcoin dominance dumps, alts pump hard. Okay? Now, Bitcoin dominance about to dump. Are alts about to pump back up to the upside? There's a chance. Or is the whole market going to go down? Right? So, look at the last bear right here. Honestly, actually, this is saying that the alts are going to pump. Like, if we look, every time the alts had a massive pump, right here, and when we juxtapose that and we kind of stay right there, look, we were high on the stochastics RSI on the 5-day. Alts had an amazing rally. They started to dump right here. Where were we? We were getting high on the RSI, right? Look at that. Now here, same thing is going on here. And you're high on the stochastics in alt rally. You get it? Alt dump. And actually, wait, right there. See right there? That's what we could be right now. See this? Wait, let me double check. No. Yeah. See this? We went down and so did the alts. Everything went down. Bitcoin dominance, like that means people ran into Tether. So what you want to do, you want to have this and then you want to add a third chart. You want to add Tether dominance because they're going to correlate, and then one time they're both going to dump and Tether dominance is going to pump. You get it? By juxtaposing these 3 charts, you can see so much about price action and you can understand a lot. Okay? A lot. I'm going to teach you. If you stick with me, if you watch my channel every day, you're going to start understanding concepts that most people don't have the time, patience, or focus to learn. They're just not going to do it. And you're going to have the skill. The skill comes, everything in this life is rewarded. Look at this US Tether dominance too. I have to say this with Sammy cup and handy to the upside. If you don't get by now watching my channel, the cup and handles blast. Look at that. Cup with a handle. That thing was gone. Like absolutely gone. Anyway, this is going to be tough for me because we got a lot of information in here. It's almost like a weekly screen share thing I probably should do, which I will do. And this is the stuff you get on my weekly screen share with my group. But so here we got high, and look where we were though. US Tether dominance, and Tether took the cake. And both of these would tank, Bitcoin and the alts. So what you want to do is you want to look at this and see where you're at. If Tether dominance is high and Bitcoin dominance is high, it says alts are going to rally and have an altcoin season. So it's funny, man. Altcoin season is about to happen right now. I know that doesn't sound right. That's just what the charts say. The charts say we're about to have altcoin season. I can't believe it. Why? Because look, we figured it out. I mean, like you every single time we're high on the Bitcoin dominance, it means people are going to run out of Bitcoin and go into the alts, right? And so look, we were high on Bitcoin dominance right here. Okay, show you right here. Wait. All right, we're low on Bitcoin dominance, about to pump, and that's when the alts decide to dump. You get high on Bitcoin dominance, all right, and that's right here, and that coincides with right there. You see? So Bitcoin dominance pumps up, alts dump down. Okay, Bitcoin dominance gets high again, alts are low right there. You get it? So you can see whenever the stochastics are high on Bitcoin dominance, that's when you want to be opening alts, but only if you're also high on the stochastics on US Tether dominance. What I just showed you, this is insane what I'm figuring out. Like, I cracked the code. Like, and again, nothing's guaranteed, but the high probability is there now. And they pumped Tether up. Everyone tethered up, right? They got everyone to tether up. When Tether's up like that, it's usually you should be buying altcoins. I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying. If Tether's up that high, in my humble opinion, that's where people should be deploying. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I mean, and if you go by this every time, you would have been catching the bottoms of the alts every time here. So maybe it gets worse and it goes up even more and we see some melee, but I just showed you that the bigger, that the Dow Jones and the S&P all look like they have bottomed. So I'm starting to see a reversal here, everyone. Despite the fear in the markets, I am starting to see a reversal. And I never thought I would say that today. I thought I'd be more bearish. And I could be wrong. I don't want to like moonboy everybody to the upside. I'm just showing you the data here. It's quite interesting. Anyway, it's been a crazy week. I usually just do super chat after super chat and it's insane. And we go through 50, 60 coins. But lately I have a lot of new people here. And I know they just need the education. And I don't want to skip over things and mull over things. I know they need the education, right? So I'm doing a little more education. If you've noticed in the last few live streams, okay. How do I join the fam, man? It's simple, bro. And I got a $100 super chat from Wen Dizzle. I love you, Wen Dizzle. You're the best. Look at this. The TA education is hands down eye-opening. The bonus, your authenticity, positive energy, and incredible humble soul. You are a gift to us all. You're teaching us all how to break our chains so we can stand on our own. You fight for us daily. Thank you. Shout out to Wen Dizzle for the $100 super chat. Much respect to you and yours. You have made us so strong. Every time someone sends a super chat like this, you show everybody how strong we are as a community. You show everybody how strong how strong we are and where we're going. So shout out to you and yours. Thank you so much for the $100 super chat. And we got super chats. Phantom, most undervalued coin. Let's take a look at Phantom right now. Thank you for the super chat. And now it's super chat time, everybody. I'm going to go through super chat. Doge just pumped. If it wasn't in the Discord, I would smack myself. Probably a good idea. Shout out to my man, Brick Dorsey, right? It's like, dude, it's like you learning the most educated crypto education you can get anywhere in the world for $99 a month. Like, looks like an inverted H&S on the NASDAQ. Looks like we're about to make the right shoulder. There you go. There you go. Let's take a look at the altcoin market now and see what's happening. We talked about Chronicle. We went over Chronicle not too long ago. There's a show in Boston called Chronicle. Reminds me of that. Super chats are open. Please send in those super chats for TA deep dives. Looks like an inverted H&M heading. What's an H&M? H&M's. What is an H&M? So we talked about this inverted head and shoulder breaking to the upside in XNL. Bang, bang, bang. It would give some gains. Look at that. And all you had to know was how to play an inverted for 54% gains. 2 hours at rejection now. Not the sweet spot, but it did pump again a little bit there. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Every coin on the 4 hour wants to push. Every coin on the 4 hour wants to push you. You're about to get a move on the 4 hour time frame. They get everyone into fear. They freak everybody out. That's when you try to end. That's when you should be entering. But everyone gets freaked out. They lose. They trade well, and then they watch it pump again. Okay. It's a bit of a cup and handle here on the 4 hour. Suggests more sideways action on the smaller time frames, but the 4 hour does suggest you're going up to about 9 cents. That's a pretty big move from where you're at right now. Almost 100% gains. 56% gains. Okay. Got them gains on XNL last night into this morning. Shout out to Bison 9, my man. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I appreciate you guys. And it's Friday, Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Hope you spend some time with the family. Hope you spend some time with, enjoy it, relax, have a barbecue, do that thing, get outside, make sure you're with family, friends, having a good time, wave that flag. Shout out to America. I love America. I'm American. I'm American as apple pie, man. Blonde hair and blue eyes, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. But America isn't just, I want to make it clear, America is not blonde hair and blue eyes. America is everybody. America is black, white, Spanish, Malaysian, Asian, it's Lakota Indian. America is the spirit of the person that wants something new. America was born of the people that were suppressed. America is just like cryptocurrency. America is born of the people that were suppressed. No, we don't want to have to, freedom of religion, freedom of speech. We went to America so we could have our own religion. The Puritans, they came to America. They didn't want to do, what that dude was preaching. Shout out to each and every one of you. Catching up on a stream. Shout out to the lifer. You rock, man. SHIB is pumping. Funny, man. Look at Dogecoin. Doge starts the alt season, doesn't it? Wow, Doge on a huge pump. That's crazy. Elon Musk must have tweeted something. You know it. It's an Elon Musk tweet, dude. Whenever Elon tweets something about Doge, he made a tweet about something. I'm telling you, he did something. Let's take a look. Life of an artist, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, creating art, 1985. Life of an artist, creating art, social media, 2022. He's 100% right. Because even me, like I run my business, but it's all, everyone's fighting for it's a digital world, you know? 12-year-old kids on Reddit making memes about inflation and house prices. How do you follow all those? That's funny. Is that looks like, I feel like that's someone that we know. I can't. I know who that is, and I'm like, why can't I remember? Is that no, it's, you know, it's pretty damn great to be able to talk to people from all walks of life in many countries on Twitter. So much to be learned, even from the harshest critics. Basically, I'm just saying I love you all, you crazy people. See? We love you too, man. We love you too. I'm retweeting that. We love you, Elon. Who do you trust less? Real question. Politicians or billionaires? Who do you trust less? Politicians. But I mean, both of them. But definitely politicians. See, look at that. Many insightful comments in the mentions. Oh, yeah. We love that. I dare you to run the same poll with your followers. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Shots fired. Shots fired. That's crazy. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. Oh, man. I love that. Woo. It's getting hot on Twitter, baby. Shots fired by Elon, man. He's hilarious. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. He's out of his mind. He's out of his mind. He really is. Yeah, no, I know the tweet. I saw it last night. Trust me. I'm trying to dance around it. You know, I'm trying to dance around it. Oh, man. This is funny. This is crazy. It's getting crazy. Anyway. We come here for gains. Let's get into the gains. Dogecoin pumping up hard. Is it, is it 1 hour? It's going to come on down. Time to take some profitos. Wow. Maybe some, it looks like a pump group got their hands on it. Just 14%. Not a huge pump, really. But it did break resistance. And honestly, could it be, sometimes a coin does what all the other coins want to do first. Does Bitcoin break through resistance? And the 4 hour suggests that we're getting some love. Right? So this is the first one to kind of get the 4 hour love. But this is what I see happening for a lot of coins based on the total market cap. That's why we go over total every day. It's the entire market cap. It tells you where the entire group is going to go. Highly likely going to move. Okay? So everything is kind of moving. That's a little high on the 4 hour. That's no good. Vega protocol. Now, I like to switch mine to red. I want to make this red. Dude, Vision. We talked about it at the beginning of the stream. That thing is just going up and up and up and up. Let's show Phantom. Someone asked about Phantom at the very beginning of the stream. Thank you so much for bringing up Phantom. And it's not Phantom, because that actually is a coin with an H in Phantom. So I messed you guys up. Tesla merge can be bought with... No, because one day I might be a billionaire, and I think you could trust me. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just because someone's a billionaire doesn't mean you can't trust them, in my humble opinion. He was just saying, who do you, and like, he made a pretty good point, though, right? He made a pretty good point. I just delete these. That triangle broke up. That triangle didn't. It doesn't matter. I'm not deleting it because I'm just showing you what I'm thinking here. So look, I've played this before. Let's experiment, shall we? People say that this is not a cup and handle, but if you twist your face to the side, it is. It's called a twisted, slanted cup and handle, and I've actually played these and experimented with them, and they have played out many times. So to me, cup and handy to the upside for Phantom. Phantom wants to do damage in the 4 hour to the upside. We shall see. We shall see. Right? Anything is possible. I'm about to put 10 grand on it right now just to show you how convinced I am. Look, swing up to swing up, swing down. We have hidden bullish divergence. Tells us that the trend should continue to the upside. Phantom looking pretty nice to me. I like Phantom right here. Again, the stop loss has to be chintzy. No, not too bad. 9% to get. Oh, wow, I like that. And you got moving averages. 12%. I put 10 grand in here, and I can risk $1,200 to gain $5,700. Right? No leverage needed. No leverage needed. Just spot trade it. Just simply spot trade it. You know? That's looking like a trade for me. I'm waiting for the 1 hour to get crispy and nice and curled up next to the fireplace with me. And if that 1 hour gets all nice and neat and gets a pillow and, you know, props up my pillow, hangs out, then I think I can hang. I think I can hang on this trade. I'm looking at this closely. Do we get the bullish divergence? We do. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up on the RSI. Bullish divergence on Phantom on the 1 hour. Bouncing off previous resistance here, kind of in limbo in the middle there, but bounced back above the zone, 36 cents for Phantom. Phantom had a bottom here at 24 cents. It went all the way back to 52, basically did a 100% gains real quick when no one really noticed. And again, this could basically make a bear flag and continue to the downside. This doesn't mean it's going to, you know, just, and anything is possible. Maybe you get stopped out and you lose $1,200. But there's the chance that you just might make $5,000. And that's the idea, you know? That's the idea there. Or there's a chance that I make my $5,000, right? So I'm willing to risk $1,200 to gain $5,700. It's a pretty good deal, you know? Not too bad. Actually, a great risk-reward ratio. Now, if we break down, this is where we end up. Remember, I just want to put that out. 7-cent Phantom. Yikes, right? Lifer, please check Elon's tweet, man. 10 minutes ago. So funny that, like, we must check tweets like it's important, right? To our, like, vital life. Like, what did he say? How much money can I make on that tweet? You know, it's so crazy. Why am I typing tweet? 95 million followers. Wow. Starlink. Tesla merch can be bought with Doge soon. There you go. That was it right there. And that pumped the price of Doge. So I told you, and when I saw Doge pump, I know it's an Elon tweet. It's so crazy, right? I'm like, where's the tweet from Elon? It's Friday. You know, you know, it's so funny, man. And there it is. That's exactly what we saw happen. They'll probably put that on BitBoy today, you know? So I'm looking at this trade. And I personally like that trade. I trade things that I'm familiar with. I've traded Phantom many times in my life. It's a nice trade right there for Phantom. And if any coin's going to bounce, Phantom's been beat to the... It's been beat up. It's a great... And to me, it's a great project. You can't live in fear, everybody. You must live in the charts. Don't live in fear. Okay? You can't live in fear. You got to live in the charts. The charts will teach you to not live in fear. When you read the Lifer's testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Oh, wow, you can buy Tesla merch. Yep. True Bills, what's the deal on Doge? We just went over that. I'm not covering that again. Especially no super chat. Come on, man. I'm going to have to spend some time in the charts with my trading group. Go through what I see happening. But I'm playing bigger time frames here on the 4 hour. I'm looking for trash right now. I'm looking for coins that are beat to the ground a little bit. HPP. This thing is got sold off hard back to support. Oversold in the 1 hour. And it's pinned. I mean, that thing wants to bounce, right? Daily kind of says it still has room to go, though. We played that earlier trade. That's insane. It's at its last leg. It breaks that. Comes down a little lower. I spend time in the red. The red is where the money's at. Sol didn't make it too. Look, Solana, man. Tripping, but it should might get a bounce. Daily's rolling over on you now. So the daily rolled over a little earlier on the alts before Bitcoin. And remember, as bullish as I am and all this stuff, we get stopped out. Like, I don't know what's going to happen at all. I just show you the probabilities that I play, okay? Over and over again. Like, look, someone asked about TLOS, and I said, I wouldn't get in there. Market's iffy today. It's a Friday. You usually have low volume on Friday, too. Okay. We went over the DXY, though. We go over the DXY. Let's just touch that on you. Yeah, it says it's going to pump on the daily, which I don't like. But the 2-week chart says you've hit a bottom already, so... Well, I should have spent some time. So the dollar. It's in a falling wedge that does break up 68% of the time, and the daily is extremely oversold. This is what's telling me that maybe the dollar gets one more. But what it's going to do is going to double top, right? And then it's going to make an M pattern and dump to the downside. So, fine. Bitcoin dumps to 20K, 22K one more time. But then we're on, man. I believe we're close to a bottom. I really am. Based on... Now, on Bitcoin, I don't believe I'm close to a bottom. Like, you know, when I look at Bitcoin's chart, I'm like, oh, 7K. But when I look at the other assets that are controlling what Bitcoin does, they're looking like they're topped out on giant time frames. So the correlation that I'm getting is instinctually telling me that, hey, I mean, so yes, the dollar does look bullish on the daily time frame. That's not good for Bitcoin. However, it's probably bearish on the 4-hour. Yeah, a little bit of pumpage, but yeah, I mean, it's going to get overbought. So I'm expecting this little relief rally in the 4-hour. Last 2-3 days, maybe this weekend. And then I'm expecting the crash to come. All right? That's kind of what I see happening. See the 6-hour bullish divergence on the DXY? I don't use the 6-hour, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, though. I just know what time frames I like. I don't use a 6-hour. It's just, you know. I don't think I've ever used it. GMT, step in, everything trying to get back up, holding that dollar mean. Daily starting to crush you, though. But could look, see, what we're hoping for is that daily to loop. Because 4 hours pushing up, you're not getting a lot of love. The alts to me are sketch. Getting sketched. I'm using them for swing trading and swing trading only. You know, and there may be a week where we trade only 3S and 3L tokens with Bitcoin. And, you know, we do whatever we have to do to make money. Trust me. I find gains no matter what the market does. Sometimes I go to the BTC pairs and I start looking for BTC pairs. And honestly, at the end of the day, I'm a huge BTC guy. And I love trading coins for BTC. Like, let's see what coins are beating up on Bitcoin right now. CFG just made a huge move, centrifuge. XCure just made a nice 47% gain against Bitcoin. ELF just made a nice gain. See, ETHO. And these actually look differently a little bit, right? CWAR just made a big gain against Bitcoin. So it basically, they both pumped, but these pumped harder than Bitcoin did. Like this says you got way more legs. Like once you breach this, you're going to fly. Technically, you already kind of came out of it twice, right? But that's just getting started. So I like stacking Satoshis. I like trading BTC pairs. If you've never traded a BTC pair, it's using Bitcoin to go in an altcoin, going in and out, and what you do is you end up making more Bitcoin. Stay tuned for that. I'll keep you up to date with that in the trading group. I'll make a video about that in my trading group. If you want to learn more, please join the Discord. It is pinned in the comment section below. I'd love to see you in there. Shout out to all the new people in the group. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I didn't see a lot of alts that I liked. I didn't see a lot of things that I felt like the need to teach today and go over a lot of things that just kind of I went with the destiny, went with the feeling. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for kicking it with me. I really, really appreciate it. And let's jump back into the studio and I'll say my goodbyes. Let's not miss the super chat. Let me know if I missed any super chats. I didn't see as many. I got to do better about them. We had new people and I'm not like super chatting all the way. Super chats, most undervalued coin this Friday. I don't know. Phantom maybe. Final BTC thoughts. Let's take our final Bitcoin thoughts. All right. Thank you, because my social media guy says always do Bitcoin at the end. Okay. Final thoughts for Bitcoin Friday, right? Let's zoom in here and see what's happening. What happened since we looked at it recently, right? Wow, major dumpage. 1 hour took the major dumpage. I mean, funny. I mean, the 1 hour's oversold. Says you were going to get a dump. Funny. We hit our measured move, and the 15-minute rolled over on you too. 15-minute made a rising wedge. I wish I had looked at Bitcoin instead of preaching, but 15-minute made a rising wedge. Bit of a shoulder, a head, and a kind of a shoulder. If you zoom into a smaller time frame, you will see the head and shoulder. You will see it. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. 15-minute got overbought. Said you were going to bounce. Said you were going to dump. Pretty simple. The stochastics were rolled over, and you were at resistance. Whenever you get to previous resistance, and you roll over on the Stokes, specifically too, when you hit a measured move of a beautiful bullish chart, I'm getting hiccups now, price bounces. Where's your favorite place to get the Fear and Greed Index? At alternative.me, go to alternative.me, Crypto Fear and Greed Index, okay? And you can look at it on the yearly, and you can see that, like, we bounce. It's very rare we go any lower than this, than the area we're at right now. Like, this is extreme fear. Whenever I bought down here, I actually bought the exact bottom. I will tell you that. I bought the exact bottom whenever I bought down here. Whenever I was at between an 8, 9, 10, or 11, 12, like, you know. So, it's weird. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals that we're not at the bottom, that we could see more downside. I'm getting some mixed signals, you know. I will tell you this. I play the trades the way they're supposed to be traded. Today, that 2-week chart really opened my eyes. Kind of gives me some idea that there may be some bigger moves coming in the upcoming days. So let's take a look at Bitcoin one more time. We're bouncing on the 15. If you do not get above this resistance, look for more downside. If the 15-minute Stokes, right, come up here and you don't get above 29,161, I would play for another rejection, and I would say that we're starting this downtrend. You see? And we're making a falling wedge, and we're going to break big boy resistance. I mean, you get out of my green bar there, you're breaking heavy support. You don't want to break that green bar, okay? So I'm projecting already an idea that we could be making this falling wedge. See it? Which would be somewhat of a cup and handle at one point. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is just getting started. So to me, it makes more sense that you're going to see, I mean, you got more downside coming on the 1 hour. Just hands down. I trade the stochastics. I'm telling you, they keep me very accurate. Because of the stochastics, I have a YouTube channel. I'm telling you right now. Like, I mean, I didn't always use them for an hour, but you know what I mean. Like, they've made more people realize that what we go over here on the channel play out a lot. What we happen to talk about on this channel and how we kind of discuss Bitcoin. Look, we talked about this falling wedge breaking down. We talked about this break. So far, a bunch of moves have been made. 15-minute is great to trade. You could have made 2-3 trades already today. Called it a day, been up 3, 5, 6%, and moved on with the day. So what do I see happening? You got to watch the 15-minute for a bounce, and you got to break above resistance. If you don't get above resistance, I believe that this pattern is the one that's playing out, and then the 1 hour will continue to the downside. Okay? So that's what I see happening. And then when the 1 hour continues, wherever it falls, then we can eventually get the market bounce back to the upside. But we shall see. It could be a bearish retest. We could fall all the way down and then try to get back in when the 4 hour bumps. And then the daily will take over, and that will all make sense. So I'm bullish, I'm bearish, I'm bearish, I'm bullish, right? I'm in the middle. I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. I dollar cost average every single day. I add 100 if I feel good, 50 if it's whatever. If it's a nasty day, 500. If it's a really nasty day, 1,000, right? And if I feel at one point I am going to openly feel like I found the bottom, I'm going to say it out loud. I've done it on this channel a few times. And I'm going to say, hey, everyone, I think this is the bottom. And you're going to see me make like a $10,000 to $15,000 buy. And I'm going to do it live on the channel. So whenever I make my big buys, I'm going to let you guys know. That's what a lot of other YouTubers don't, because they're afraid to commit. I'm okay with committing. And I believe I'm going to commit around pretty close to the bottom. So I'm I have confidence that as long as I show up every single day and we stay consistent, that we're going to catch the bottom. So I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I appreciate you guys. And girls, ladies and gents, lifers and lifettes. And here we are back in the studio. I will go back into my screens. I'll be back there. Thank you guys for coming on in. I really, really appreciate it. No words can really fully express my true gratitude to each and every one of you. But just know that I'm so grateful. And I'll see you guys in the trading group. And have a great day. Crypto is life. Be safe, everybody. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.